How would you describe what blockchain is to the uninitiated?
So, essentially blockchain is just a technology, right? It's not some magic bullet. It's just a technology that essentially uses the concept of a distributed ledger. So information isn't stored in one centralized siloed database that is subject to being hacked and, the data violations. Copies of information, which are stored in blocks and hence, connected as a blockchain, are stored across multiple ledgers, multiple distributed sites. And so what that means is information that is written and agreed upon is replicated across multiple sites. If you go in and you want to change it, you say you want to hack this system and change your employment date or take ownership of some data, the other systems have to agree to that. And that's the consensus network approach. So this again, it's just another way of storing and managing data, but it uses hashes and different ways of storing the technology so that it's very secure. You can add additional records, but you can't change it. Now, right here, I'm going to stop and say, this is where people say, oh, it's never going to work because GDPR, right? In Europe, we're required to allow the information to be erased. And if blockchain is unerasable, it's unchangeable, how do you meet that? The fact is, blockchain is not inconsistent with the European rules around data privacy. The data privacy rules aren't just about deleting information, it's about conveying ownership of the data to individuals, and that's what blockchain does. And you can essentially remove access to data by destroying keys in the blockchain. So I, as the individual, can say, employer, I want you to erase my information in your system, but I still want to keep it in the blockchain. And if for some reason I do want to delete that information forever, I own the key that lets me turn off access, and it's unrecoverable. So there's some risk there, of course, but it's not inconsistent with GDPR. So it's just another way of storing data, but in a much more secure and reliable way.
So if anything, it's actually the opposite of that. It's actually beneficial to GDPR, which puts obviously more rights for the actual owner of the data, i.e. the individual.
I think you're absolutely right. I mean, employees today are reaching out to employers, not in mass, but it's going to increase over the next few years. And they're saying, hey, I want a copy of my data. And, they're getting what the employer gives them, but I can guarantee you with all the integrations we have going across our HCM systems, there are other copies of that data in other systems, right? If I've got my HCM system, it's been replicated to background checks, it's been replicated to analytics and engagement and all kinds of other tools. So frankly, publishing this to the blockchain is even more secure and helps ensure the privacy of that data.
And in this series, we will be speaking to a range of senior leaders who are pushing a data-driven and digital HR agenda. Make sure that you subscribe via your podcast app of choice and also via our YouTube channel for free and regular interviews with the digital HR leaders of the future.